So it's your guy's birthday month, right?
Yeah.
Another year older, another year wiser, right?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Allegedly Podcast. I'm Lucas. Today, joined by our trivia champion, both in music and movies, Josh, and
Back to back, baby.
and friend of the show. Always love to have him, Derek Parker.
You know who I am.
Hi, Derek.
And today, decided to do a nice little fun little episode, because these two guys share a birthday month, not the same day, same month.
We're about as close as you can get.
Yeah,
Like
but-
in a friend group. It's like
Mhm.
like we're not day to day,
Yeah.
but we're pretty close.
Yeah, no, it's awesome
We're 5 days apart.
and that'll also.
He's so old.
I like to remind Josh all the time, like, you just wait 5 days. It gets rough.
Just that back, just oh god.
Remind me and everyone listening and or watching what days your birthdays are,
Mine's October 16th.
Oh, the 21st.
and there you go.
Yeah.
I was gonna say only a couple days apart, but
Feel free to send presents to.
You just don't get very many anymore at 28, you know what I mean?
And we're gonna cross a lot of those paths when we get there. But I just want to say I'm very happy to have both of you on here, and I know I've told both of you happy birthday, but again, happy birthday. Hope you guys aged well,
no.
Like milk.
like milk. But no,
on the outside, I feel like I'm doing pretty good, but like the
Inside.
bones, the back,
oh yeah,
that's bad.
the
As long as the
inside.
face is good, man.
You're married. Why do you need your face to stay good?
Because I don't want a divorce.
Well,
50% of marriages end in divorce, Lucas.
and everyone wonders why I'm not married. Weird.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's why. That's why we don't want to. I don't want to give up half my stuff. Sorry.
This
Not
went from
sorry.
a birthday episode to
Yeah.
just why aren't you
But-
married?
But yeah, great. But just thought it'd be fun. We were going to talk about birthdays and everything, and we're going to talk about our friendship and everything like that. And just to kind of connect the two, how many times have we had group birthday parties with you guys? Because I know we've done it at least like 3 or 4 times.
Oh,
It's
I think
been
we're
a-
going 5-6 years now.
It's been every year since we've all lived together.
Yeah.
So on Maine,
Yeah,
That would have
we
been
had one.
We going-
2019, fall 2019.
I was going to say the one
we going 5 years?
we had one after
Because
we
we've had
lived
a
on
theme
Maine.
every year. First year, super soft birthday party.
Yes, I do remember
I still
that.
have those cups.
We did do super soft birthday party. I don't remember what set was second year. Was that
Second year, I feel like we just did a party. I don't really remember
Yeah,
a theme.
that's what I was gonna say. I don't remember the second year. I believe that it happened, but
Because that was, I remember it was in Campbell Hill. It was in the basement, but I
It
don't
was the
remember
year
a
you
theme.
weren't there.
Yeah, you were deployed.
yeah. Oh yeah, yep. That makes sense. That makes sense why I don't remember it.
We changed up the basement immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Because when I came back, I was like, they were like, "Oh, we gotta put your bed back together." I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, we took your bed." I'm like,
That
"Okay."
basement was lit. We moved your stuff aside so that we could have a basketball court.
Yeah.
In our defense, every time we would call Lucas, we did tell him, like, hey, let us know when you're coming back, because we had to put his room back.
Yeah.
And then he just showed up, and we're like, about your room.
Yeah.
It didn't take much
Your
to
bed's
put
in
it
a
back.
corner.
Yeah. It didn't take much to put it back together. Not that big a deal. Hey, I helped lower the rent of that apartment.
That's true.
I talk about that. I literally just talked about that apartment.
Wait, so that was year.
That was year.
Yeah,
You
that
said
was
year
year
That
two.
was
two.
the second one.
Did
What
we?
was year 3? Year 3 would have been
What was that?
at
22.
our place.
Yes, we did the onesie party.
One's
That was when I got engaged.
Yep.
okay.
Okay, so yeah, we did onesie party.
So it's only been 4 years.
No, it's been 5
That was
because
the third.
last
And
year.
then last year was Harry Potter.
This is gonna be the
Oh,
fifth.
This will be the fifth.
Okay. Yep.
Because last year was Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. I like the theme of that one a lot. Erica went all out on that.
We still
Yeah.
have all the
Oh.
decorations.
When you say all out, she went to
I mean,
Dollar Tree.
She found. I'm pretty sure she found someone like on the internet that just had
yeah, that's what it
decorations
was.
that they like no longer needed because they
Yeah.
had the party. And Erica was like, "I'll take them."
Yeah.
I was
Buy
gonna say,
now.
yep. I was gonna say I couldn't remember because I remember Erica's like I got a deal on these, and we're like, okay, cool.
And then I feel like this year, because we're now getting older, we're doing the old men thing of pretending we're still in college,
Hey man,
and we're doing a jersey party.
hey man, I was gonna say that's the thing. It's funny when you're like, we're gonna do jersey party. I'm like, dude, for every like 30, for every 30 minutes, I could literally go up to my room and put a different
I was going to
jersey
say,
on for
this
the
is
entire
more difficult
party.
on Lucas than anybody because you have the most
Yeah,
knockoff jerseys.
I was
I
gonna
have some good ones.
I was
got
gonna
good
throw
ones.
out that like I accumulated so many jerseys throughout college,
Yeah.
only to never have a chance to wear them again.
It's true.
So now I gotta like
Well, you got your Steelers jerseys. I was gonna say. I
Yeah.
assume you were gonna wear Steelers.
Every
jerseys.
30 minutes, we buzz the buzzer. All right, change.
after hearing you say that, I might actually bring like 3 or 4 and then change every
just,
so often.
yeah, we're just like standing there. You're like, this jersey's a little outdated. Better go put a new one on.
You lose a game of Pong. All right, this thing's coming
Yeah, I
off.
gotta get a
I'm
new
done.
one.
I'm done.
Gotta get the luck going.
I used to do, we would have like the Little Tykes basketball hoop that we had in the basement. I had one of those when it was me and my mom living in Kentucky, and my stepdad would always come over. We'd be playing down there and stuff like that. Be like, wait a sec. And I run upstairs. I threw a Kobe jersey on, and I came back down. It was either the Kobe jersey or it was a Michael Jordan jersey. And like I had this like little beanbag chair.
Yeah.
That like on Space Jam where he like steps on the monster's face
Yeah,
and
like
slams
squishes.
dunk. Yeah, so
So
I
you would
always
do that
pretend. Yeah. And I'd always run down the stairs and do da 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 da. If you know, you know. Space
Yeah,
Jam.
no.
Don't watch the second one. Don't watch the second
yeah,
one.
but-
It's just bad.
But yeah, just talking about like these parties again. We've all known each other for a long time. Me and Josh have known each other since we started going to college.
Technically, I met you. Well, that wouldn't have been until my sophomore year. So yeah, you have.
I was
known
gonna
Josh a
say
lot
yeah,
longer.
because me and Josh were in a fraternity together for a little bit, and then sophomore year, it was two years, and I was gonna say, but
I thought it was only 1 year. You
it
beat
was
longer
like-
than I thought.
it was like I think it was like 1 year technically because we.
I don't even know.
I
was
would
like
say,
1.5 maybe.
I was about to say it was probably 1.5, but that's besides the point. And then I met Derek through Quidditch and everything.
Which
No.
So I met the first time I ever met you was it would have been my sophomore year. You would have been a sophomore as well.
Yeah.
So I lived with Hollywood that year.
Yep.
He brought me to a
Yes.
fraternity party, and Lucas
Yeah.
was the doorman because they used to make pledges be the
I
doorman.
don't remember ever being the.
And-
Don't say that I was the doorman because I can tell you probably I was just standing there. I might not.
Probably
It was or Hollywood was being the doorman, and I was just
I
standing.
bet
there.
Hollywood
Well,
was doing it.
Fraternity parties used to like charge entry if you
Yeah.
were for whatever reason.
Allegedly.
I mean,
Sometimes,
they did it. I was there. So yeah, I'm walking up, and the first thing Lucas Grohl ever said to me was $5, bud. And I did not walk up. I walked up by myself. I was awkward as heck that year.
$5,
And I'm walking up, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm getting ready to pull out my wallet, and then Hollywood comes like, that's my roommate. Let him in. So I didn't have to pay.
I believe that happened.
That's honestly pretty. Well, you're pretty big too, but that's
Yeah.
if that was me, I'd be not.
Yeah,
I would
no.
not. $5, bud.
Well, again, I don't.
What you say?
I wasn't a mean guy, so I was like, yeah,
no,
I'll pay the $5.
I believe that happened.
Unless you don't know Derek.
But
Right.
that's the thing.
I don't give off a vibe of being a nice person. I don't think.
Here's the other thing too. I never got this because I get it, but the same. Oh, Montekia is
Monty.
here. Hello, Montekia.
What's up, Monty?
Monty, who has been on the show before, is in one of our intro clips.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. We are dog lovers here. I will say this: being like a bouncer at a security person at a fraternity party, basically anytime a lone dude or a lone group of dudes comes up, those are the only guys you're charging. Because if any girls, women come up, you're not charging them. You're just like go in. Like, and that was why I never really got. I'm like, why are we charging? people?
Allegedly.
No, there was no allegedly. It was. I remember how just they would let him in. I'm like, what is the point of charging $5 to just a couple dudes? And plus, half the time when like, oh no, I know that dude, no money for him. I'm like,
Now, here's
what
the question
is going
though:
on?
Would you charge them if like they had their own booze?
That's a good question.
Sean has a story about that.
I
He
bet.
brought his own booze and they drank it.
Well, that's why you don't bring your own booze. That's the thing. That's why you bring a backpack and you keep it in there. That's why a lot of guys.
Then
do
my beer
that.
gets warm and I'm classy.
Well, that's
Drink
why
it faster.
or get a backpack cooler like I have.
Answer for everything.
But no,
No, that
so
is funny though, because I thought we initially met through Quidditch, but then I do remember like the couple
dodgeball.
times you came
Dodgeball.
over.
There was a couple times I
came
played
play
dodgeball with you guys.
Yeah, for
Really?
the fraternity. Yeah,
Yep.
that was the time I think I would classify as I really met Derek, because I remember like that's the first
Did you
time I
play
can
basketball
remember.
with us?
I wanted to, but I never
yeah,
did.
no.
I played dodgeball, soccer, and volleyball a few times with the
Yeah.
fraternity.
I was but
So I think I met you. I
We
think,
were
remember
terrible
dodgeball.
at volleyball.
I remember dodgeball. I remember
carried
playing.
dodgeball.
I remember
I
playing.
carried that
I remember playing volleyball like once for the fraternity. I do remember playing dodgeball, and I remember Derek showing up. But
because you guys used to wear yellow, and I literally went
yeah.
and bought that yellow Kobe shirt
yeah,
just so I could wear it. So I had a shirt to wear for you guys.
Nice.
but no. So yeah, we've all known each other for a while. We've lived with each other multiple times.
I mean, yeah,
It's. I will say
at multiple locations.
multiple. Yeah, even
Two
after,
apartments in the same building for some reason.
we don't need to talk about
What?
this. I knew this was going to come up, and yes, but it happened because I was dumb, and that's fine. I will take the blame, even though the fire chief told me and the insurance guy told me it was an accident. So,
Downtown Bowling Green saw what I was working with.
and well, it was
I
even
had
funnier.
No clothes.
Well, it was even funnier because I think we caught that apartment on fire, and then they were still like, "Oh, we'll let you rent from us, same building, up a floor." And I'm like, I feel like that's kind
Pretty
of
chill guys.
sketchy, but I'm
Real
like,
chill.
whatever. But and then yeah, for some reason y'all were like, you know what? This guy seems cool. He can lower our rent. We'll let him live with us again. I'm like, cool. I thought I was getting replaced by Jack, but
No
whatever.
open flames.
No,
Oh
yeah.
no, we take everybody. The more people, the less money. So,
Yeah, I know.
It's facts.
I was just describing that to one of the guys I work on base with. He's like, my daughter wants to start going to school. I'm like, well, hopefully she has friends. He's like, she hasn't even started at college. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, that
Nope.
sucks. Well, either random roommate or go live on campus
Do
for a
not
year.
do a random roommate.
Yeah, don't
Try
do
to
that.
find somebody.
Hey
Yeah.
man, that's how I met Hollywood.
Well-
That's how I met Jack Herrick. And if I don't meet Hollywood, I don't meet you guys.
That's fair.
That's true.
So I know you had a bad experience with
I had a bad
random roommate.
experience. It was all right.
So in my freshman year, I lived in Harshman. You lived in the other side of Harshman.
Yeah.
Harshman.
Good.
I want to make this clear too. We've been around since Harshman no longer exists.
Rip Harshman.
R.I.P. Harshhood.
My dad lived in Hartford.
Yeah. So it's like it's gone. It's funny when people are like, "Where'd you live on campus?" And I tell them like, it doesn't exist anymore. A lot of people
That
don't.
makes me feel really old.
But I remember my roommate. I can't remember his name. I want to say it was like Joe, and he was like a junior or something. Real chill dude, really quiet. It was just he was like, I would say one of those. He wasn't hard to get along with. It was just, hey, I got a test tomorrow. Could you keep the TV down? Just he was very chill. The I guess this is how I'm gonna put it. The loosest I ever saw him, he was drinking a Four Loko, and he just was like, I can't drink the rest of this. And he got like pretty drunk, and that was like the most talkative I had ever heard him. Because like I always said, on average, he would say maybe not even more than 10 words to me a week, and we lived in the same room together. But at the same time, it wasn't bad. He was an easy roommate to get along with. I hope I wasn't too terrible of a roommate, but
I didn't have a bad roommate my first time, but we also didn't really talk at all. You guys know how like when you come in as a freshman, they have that opening week where the
Yeah.
first 3 days are just like activities.
Yeah.
We did not speak to each. We moved in on Wednesday. We did not say a single word to each other until Friday. We just kind of stayed out of each other's way.
okay, I got
That's
you.
fair. I mean,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, it's even funnier because it's like I met Noah, who close friend of the show. He lived across the hall diagonally from me, and it was funny. His roommate, I think, moved out like halfway. I think it was halfway through the first semester, he moved out. So Noah had a room all to himself. I'm like, you are a lucky
as a
bastard.
freshman, that's so
Yeah.
clutch.
It is.
And like I remember that and just thinking how lucky he was. And that's, again, I met him, I met Kaylee, I met a lot of the close friend group that we all know and we still all hang out with. Like a lot of us met freshman year or met through Quidditch, and that's really cool.
It's funny though, because like you talk about having random roommates leading into like meeting the group and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like we've literally had this tradition now of a combined birthday party
Yeah.
for 5 years. If we would have met earlier, I kind of wanted to see what those parties would have looked like. Like
when we were a little irresponsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were, dude. Yeah. Super
That'd have been
irresponsible.
fun. That first party
That'd have been
See-
dangerous.
see,
That's what that would have been.
Just think if we would have had a party on the Ridge Street house.
Oh,
when we were-
yeah.
Dude.
Well, the apartment, the first one, we got the cops called on us.
Yeah,
and then we
threw
almost
some-
then we got threatened to get kicked out of college because we got that warning because
Yeah.
me and you both gave our IDs because it was
That was a dumb idea. We
was
were
only
all
11
21,
o'clock.
but like still don't. They can't.
Yeah, I thought it was the dumbest thing ever because it was like we weren't being super loud. We were being a little loud, like for as big as that apartment was and what the apartment
You
building
know
was.
why we got the.
Yeah, I know.
call on us.
We know why.
It was a situation where the first time they got called, we did deserve it. We were being loud.
Oh yeah, dude,
But then we got it called on us like 4 or 5 more times in the middle of the night where we were all asleep. So was it like springtime? It was during the COVID shutdown, wasn't it?
It was maybe right before.
I thought
maybe
it was
right
like
before?
right before, and I still
Because there were times where like I would like watch TV in the living room and sometimes fall asleep on the couch and sleep out there all night. Like I just fell asleep out there.
sometimes
It happened a lot.
I know.
One
Underwear
time,
most of the time too. You're in your underwear. You're like in gym shorts or something.
yeah,
like
gym
that.
shorts usually.
Just answer the
And there was a time where, because the living room was connected to the door that walked into the apartment, we get a knock and it wakes me up. It's 2 a.m. and I answer the door. It's the police, and they go, "We got a noise complaint." And I remember turning around, looking at the apartment. The apartment's black. It's all dark. Everybody's asleep. And I looked back at them and went, "On us?" And they were like, "Yep." And I was like, "Well, very clearly, we're not making any noise." And they just kind of like, "Well, keep it down." I'm like, "Keep what down?"
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I love
That's when I would start giving attitude.
that was the thing because I think I did look into it after that. I'm like, what can I do to be like someone is like harassing us because it's like
Yeah.
that one time we kind of deserved it, but at the same time it was like then when it kept happening I'm just like this is crazy. Like what are we like? We're walking around. You are living around people. If you are living in a lower apartment, you have to understand you're gonna hear people. Like,
Yeah.
I know plenty of people. Like I've heard.
and they're large dudes.
Yeah, we are large.
So like
When I walk around, you're going to hear it. I'm sorry.
You're gonna hear Derek coming. Derek, you're gonna hear him. But no, they're living in that. But just going back to when we lived on the Ridge house, if we would have had a party there, which did we? I think we had like one decent party there when we lived there. But I remember, I just remember how.
party.
Not a birthday
Oh,
party,
just
but
a
just a
party.
party in general. I just remember it was fun because that was when I got that TV, like that old school TV cart, and we would just push the TV
Oh,
out on the
yeah.
porch and play PlayStation.
Yeah,
it was
dude.
great. I love that.
Slugfest in the backyard.
Oh yeah, move the TV to the
Do
backyard.
you remember in Campbell Hill for St. Patty's Day, we went out
Yeah.
to the parking lot and set up
Yep.
the GameCube and played Super Strikers?
Yeah,
Was
I know
that-
that.
Was that one of the birthday parties or no? That
No,
was in the summer.
just-
That
that
was in
was-
the summer.
That was for St. Patty's. We were trying to.
Oh,
do all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But you guys did it again when it was like.
I mean, we did that a lot.
We did it a few times.
yeah, because there was. I remember the time when Chelsea was playing
Super
for
Strikers.
Jack, and
Best game ever.
yeah, I don't know. I remember doing
All
that.
my progress got deleted. So
On the old one or the new one?
Hi, Monty.
old one.
Gonna have to hang the banners again.
I know
gotcha.
DK's got no chips right now. So
But yeah, no.
what do you
Banners hang
think,
forever, Josh.
in your guys' mind, what was the best of the birthday parties so far?
That we did.
Yeah, sticks out in your mind the most.
I have to go to the first one. I won't lie to you. I can't. Like I remember the Harry Potter one, but at the same time,
do too. Yep.
I think I would have to go with the first one because the first one was fun. I think it's not a party unless the cops get called. It's not a real party until you get the cops called, and we got the cops called that day, and it was
Yeah.
that was
I thought it was a New Year's party. You guys got the cops called.
No, it was the birthday party.
Was
Wait,
it the
no,
birthday party?
Yeah.
no. It was
No.
it was me and Stacy's birthday party that we
Yeah,
got the cops called.
because
it
when
wasn't your guys'.
Because when you guys,
Yeah.
when you guys actually got the deserved it, I wasn't there.
Yeah, because it was because it was still me and you. Yeah, it was me and Stacy's. That's what it was.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
That was the one where I showed up late
Was I don't know.
because I had to work.
Yeah,
And I
the
had to
time you
catch
guys,
up.
the time they like came because you guys were like messing with the people downstairs. I wasn't there.
We
Oh,
we
yeah.
never
remember
messed with
that.
them.
Yes,
the
we
one
did.
the one time that they got super mad was when we. Here's another question I can throw out because I'll fade into this next topic. The most fun sport we played when we lived together, because we did a lot of stuff.
Define
The
sport.
first thing I thought of was when we played knee hockey in the apartment
yes,
kitchen.
dude.
We had because I
Because
bought
we
that.
played
I bought
a decent
that.
amount of different things then.
Yeah, I bought that game like stand thing that had like the
Yeah.
basketball hoop,
Yep.
and then it had the goal underneath. And I think you brought like a smaller one, and we played knee hockey. I know we
played
had
knee hockey,
we had-
and they would hit their roof with like
Oh,
a
yeah.
broom handle, and so we take the knee hockey sticks and start slapping.
Yes,
them
that's
down.
what I remember
Yeah.
you telling me.
I remember playing knee hockey, sock and bopper, boxing,
Urban. Rip.
The urban,
Urban.
rip, dude.
basketball. I know we've played basketball
Yeah,
on mini hoops. All
We got the
time.
little tyke soup and
Yeah.
played basketball downstairs.
we had a full court.
We did. One end was like a little tyke soup, and one was like a
Yeah.
one that you hang in a door, but we had like taped it to the other wall.
It ended up being a lot of like, we would do some 2-on-2s, but it was a lot of like pig or something
Yeah.
like that.
I was about to say, like, I
We
feel
played
like
21 on it one time. Me, you, and Jack. I remember.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
we got pretty sweaty. I remember that.
The urban was fun though.
yeah, no, I was gonna say like
The matchups and the judging, the officiating was. We need to call that. Into
Now listen,
question.
none of us got certified. We were volunteers.
We need to call that. Into
I remember,
question.
because I got yelled at because what was it? I determined a winner and someone got mad at me because they were like, "That's bullcrap."
Every time you punch, you didn't punch forward. You just slapped down because you're so much taller.
No,
you would just
no,
slap down on people.
Well,
For
no,
those
for
that
me-
don't know what Urban is, it stands for Uncle Rick's Boxing Association Network.
That's Uncle Rick.
That's Uncle Rick.
Yeah.
Welcome to Uncle Rick's. I'm Uncle Rick. What can I get for you?
That's Derek's dream.
It really is.
We still have the sign out there.
Oh yeah, I have it.
You
on-
have the legit.
I have the
sign.
legit-
I have
board.
I have the sticker on one of
Yeah.
our vents over there because I found it and I'm like, no one's coming for this. I'm gonna slap it somewhere, and I slapped it. You'll see it over there when we leave, but no,
I made that logo, but shout out to Jake for
Jake like carved it
making-
into a board.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got like his like it's like a CNC machine, but it's like
Yeah.
it carves into this wood. It's cool as hell. But I would for me, the few times that we did it, it would be the urban. Do you count shot checkers as a sport?
Shit. We did it one time. I will
And
say
I
that.
annihilated you.
I don't.
It was the best.
Well, no,
moment
we
of my
didn't. We
life.
did. We
You
did.
guys ever seen a
teams.
quadruple jump?
We did.
In
we
shot
did teams.
checkers.
We did teams, and I just remember I did not want to play after that. I still have that board. It's sitting upstairs.
We
right
each
now.
played one game and kind of decided like I don't know if we should do this
We
anymore.
should. We should never do.
This might be the because me and Derek never played for the championship.
Oh no.
I don't know if we got it in us anymore.
We're too old, man. We gotta let it go.
Dude,
We'll start designating drinks to the
No,
party
we're-
members.
I was gonna
Just be
say, no, we're gonna
"Hey,
have-
Can somebody take this for me?
It would. I think we'd be okay if we did beer instead of shots.
Oh yeah.
Well, that or
Because
we,
shots would die.
Yeah.
No, it would be even funnier. We get like a wheel, and every time you lose one, you have to spin the wheel, and it has has different liquor, beer, or just a random drink on it. I don't
that
know.
might that might not be bad.
That'd be funny. But no,
We can come up with something because
Oh, yeah.
it's got to happen. We got to know who's better at checkers.
who's better at checkers? What a question. But yeah, no, we not only did we play sports in the places we live, we did play sports together. We played Quidditch. We played did you play on our intramural basketball team? I was gonna say, me and him played flag football. Me and him played basketball. Obviously, you played with the fraternity with dodgeball and stuff like that.
I played football one time and I got a concussion.
What here? How about best sporting moment that we all had together? For me, and no offense to Josh because Josh wasn't there. It was the game, and I know Derek will remember this. The game where we played flag football, and it was just me, you, and Jake.
Yeah. So
And we played. It was a 4-on-4 flag football, and they still let us play, but there was a mercy rule where if they got like 4 scores ahead of you, they're like, okay, game's over. And Derek was quarterback, and it was me and Jake basically running routes. And we ended up, I think we lost by a touchdown, but we played the entire game with three of us.
We did not get mercy ruled, and we lost by a touchdown.
Like,
So we're playing. I'm the quarterback, so that means I have 2 receivers against 4 defenders, and we didn't get shut out.
Yeah, no.
So
That's impressive.
It was. I know the one.
I was throwing dimes.
Yeah, I will say I dropped a real good one from him, and I remember coming back. He's like, "You had it," and I'm like, "I know, man, but I'm so tired from running."
I remember being like,
field.
man, when we're 2 on 4, we got to have the easy ones, man.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, I'm still shocked we played that entire game. I just remember they were over. They all came up to us and we were shaking hands. They're like, "You guys doing good?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't," because I think everyone on the team but us was sick, and that's why it was literally 3 of us.
We did have a squad. We had probably 8 people,
'cause-
but just for whatever reason, only 3 of us showed up.
Yeah,
that
because usually it was me, you, Jake, and someone else on offense.
Zach
Was it?
Durliat.
Oh yeah, because Zach played 2 ways, and then it was
Abby played all-time
played
defense. I think Jack Carrick played all-time defense.
Yeah, we had a pretty decent squad. We weren't the best, but it was also fun. And then us playing basketball too was a lot of fun. I remember, and my only moment I can remember of that was the one B fraternity team that was in our league, and that one dude who just talked smack. And the time that I think I got a rebound and I gave it to Reed, and I just looked at him and I saw that dude standing on the hoop, and I'm like, "Follow me." And I just sprint down the court right at that dude, freaking drop my shoulder, and Reed runs into me. We all end up on the floor. The ref runs up, looks at the dude, and goes, "Foul on you." And I'm just sitting there cool, I just dropped a shoulder into this dude just because he was mouthing off. So I was all good with
Like
it.
a man.
Grohl threw one of the greatest lead blocks ever in basketball, not
in
football.
basketball, and didn't get a foul. Hey, man, I'll take him where I can get him. That was awesome. It was
I feel like my favorite, if you can count it. I mean, I count it. Dude, Monday night quarters playing darts with you guys.
Yeah,
That's
Yup.
totally forgot about that.
Never won, still haven't.
Yeah.
Me and Grohl were having a back and forth.
Didn't you beat me? Well, it was a Monday night, but you beat me in darts the other week when we played.
Did I beat you?
Yeah, I went there. Yeah, I swear you beat me. Because I was behind by a few.
It doesn't
Yeah.
happen often, folks.
It doesn't.
suck at darts.
I can name the last couple
But it was
times.
fun.
Yeah, no, it was always fun. I always knew Derek was going to win because Derek. That's why I played darts like Derek either does and or used to, because Derek was just. I do just hit all the numbers. I'm like, now I gotta get this bullseye. Well, Derek's like, I'm hitting that bullseye first.
It would always be
I believe the
darts at the
games-
half.
Yeah, at halftime we go play darts. I believe the game's called cricket, where you have to hit every number 3 times.
The 15 through
15 through 21.
20,
Yeah.
through 20, and then the bullseye.
And then the bullseye. So my strategy was I'm going for the bullseye, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll hit other things along the way. But if I can get the bullseye first, game over.
Yep. No.
So
and it still holds true because for the most part, once I usually hit the bullseye, then I go 20-18, and then I aim at all the bottom ones. And for the most part, the only people I know who have beat me are Josh has beat me, you obviously, my buddy Steven, who I played
Derek's
a couple
good at
times.
darts.
Derek.
I don't even know the last time I played. I don't know what I'd be like.
I bet
Tomorrow.
tomorrow we'll have. Hopefully we'll have a chance tomorrow. But no.
And it was always we would play darts at the half, and if the game was good, we would go watch Monday Night Football again for the second half. But if the game was bad,
we just keep playing.
We would either keep playing or we'd migrate to cornhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
Shout out
a
to
pretty good tradition going on where we would go in every Monday night to watch Monday Night Football. There.
I was late to the tradition.
It started with just me and Grohl.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
we were doing because you were doing your shot list. You got done.
That was fall of 18 when we started doing that.
Yeah, and then I think I started my list the next.
I didn't start
No,
doing it
yeah, I started
until
mine.
we started to live together.
Yeah.
So that would have been 19, fall 19.
Yeah,
So-
because I finished my shot list January of 2020, right around my birthday, and I only remember this because I finished it, and then next month left for 3 weeks to go to Vegas on a military trip. Came back and came back for 1 week, and then COVID shut everything down.
Yeah.
I remember I finished mine shortly after Stan Lee died. So
That's that's a hard date to be like.
That's the reason I remember what year it was, because it was shortly after Stan Lee
Didn't
died.
COVID?
And that was
Oh
right-
yeah.
So Stanley died wasn't the Spider-Verse the first movie Like
Yeah, like the movie came out like maybe a month before he passed
and he has
away.
the one cameo in it. Like it'll fit eventually. And
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. And that was like his first like post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
because
hey,
he actually did have a cameo in Endgame because that was filmed
Yeah.
before he.
Well, I finished my shot list around the day Kobe died. So
Shoot.
Yeah. There were some tough losses that year. Like that whole like stretch of us living in Maine. There were some tough losses in
yeah,
there.
We're hitting the age where our celebrities are dying. Some of them too soon.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
You're no right, Monty.
But
You.
no, I was gonna say I don't know if you had any other sports moments other than the ones I was talking about.
I'm trying to.
I mean, there's obviously Quidditch. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of a really good Quidditch match we played.
My
where everybody was
favorite.
firing.
My favorite ever was. It might have been your guys' first year when Jack Herrick was captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave Miami their only loss at regional.
Yes.
That was a
Okay.
good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Didn't get to play.
Josh liked to be injured.
But that regionals, I did score first on Michigan.
Yes.
I'll take it.
Did you get hurt shortly after that? Or you just didn't play for whatever reason?
Well, we know the reason, but yeah, I didn't
Well,
play.
yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
Sorry
actually,
to bring it up.
I can't remember if that was. No, the knee was my second year.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk.
The knee was the year. Yeah, that was the following year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember them being ahead on us, and we start to come back a little bit. And back in that day, the snitch catch ended the game.
And Zach got a yellow.
So we're playing, and all of it, I don't even know what the score is. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to not get blown out. Evidently, we were down 2. Snitch catches were 3. All of a sudden, you hear whistles, and I look over and I see Zach's got it in his hand, and I was like, "Did we just do it?
Did we
just do it?" And then we
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah. No. That's
That
good
was the
memories.
team, man.
That
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. I don't know,
You
playing-
also had the best route runner in the Midwest.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
We don't name names. That is funny, dude.
The best.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. We're talking about Zach.
No.
Oh.
No, if you know-
oh.
It was his.
listen, we're not gonna
Never
negatively
mind.
name drop.
Never mind. I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You had to give me a minute. Best runner in the Midwest.
I
Sarcasm.
over that
Yeah,
guy.
I know. I picked up on that. I was like, for a second, I'm like,
The funniest part is we did not play in the Midwest. We played in the Great Lakes.
Great Lakes region. Yeah. Which
Here's a question though: do you consider people from Ohio consider Ohio the Midwest, but people like in Wisconsin don't consider Ohio the Midwest?
it's fair because I don't know. That's the thing. Ohio is just on the edge of the Midwest. I feel like if you're country folk around here, if you're from Derek's people, farmers,
My kinfolk.
Yeah, kinfolk. I feel like that you're more Midwestern, but if you're from the city or I was gonna say if you're not from a farming town or something like that, because
You're
living
pushing
in
it.
Wisconsin for a year, I will say I'm sitting there, I'm like, there's some Midwestern stuff that I wouldn't even considered being living in Wisconsin. But I don't know. I think Ohio is Midwestern. There's a lot of Midwestern tradition. But
It's still
but if you get to
corn.
Wisconsin, yeah. But if you get to Wisconsin, Minnesota, the farming states, the big farm states, yeah, they are to us that's aggressively Midwestern. But that's just how they live. But I don't know. But that's good.
Yeah.
Ohio's Midwestern. I don't care what anyone says.
What do you think, fans? Listeners,
Is Ohio Midwestern? Is it not? I think it is.
let us know.
Let us know. We're all for
It's
it.
also literally attached to one of the Great Lakes. So.
Well, yeah. It is.
So is that considered Great Lakes region? There's
but there's no Great Lakes region.
exactly.
Right.
Unless you're playing quad ball.
Yeah, depending on what sport you play and how
Is
they
there still a
determine
Great
it.
Lakes region in quad ball?
Yeah, the regions are all still the same.
Oh.
They are. Well, just
the
the teams.
teams.
The teams fluctuate.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is now they let you play at whatever regionals you want, which
Oh
is
yeah, I
kind of dumb.
forgot about that.
That's why
Yeah.
Creighton
Really?
Creighton. Yeah.
plays at 3 different regionals.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's kind of the way to do it, though. I mean,
If
if
you
you
can.
really want, yeah.
Which-
if you got the people and you got the time,
And if you're close to
That's-
each region too.
and if you got a team that wants to play, you'd be like, "You guys want to drive 10 hours? Shoot, yeah,
Yeah.
do it."
you know, Yeah, no,
Charter bus.
but
They can afford that,
but
which maybe they
Van.
can.
But as you've seen, we all do. All of us have obviously bonded over sports and everything like that. Just being able
Friendship.
to in friendship, hanging out, drinking, having fun. Is there any
Responsibly.
responsibly? Yep, fair enough. Good job, Derek. We
Josh,
drink
I'm a
responsibly.
teacher. Responsibly.
You think they're watching allegedly a
Which-
podcast?
No,
I don't know.
Hope. How about what? Maybe craziest story that we have about maybe like whether we hung out or did something.
I love how this turned from a
don't say the fire. We
No,
can't.
no. I'm saying I love how this went from a birthday episode to
Well, it
like,
is.
oh, we're getting old. Let's reminisce about college.
No, well, no, we're talking about fun. We're talking about our friendship.
I don't know if you've been to any
How
like
did we-
high school hangouts, like
Like-
at post high school. All you do is talk about the old days.
Yeah. Oh, he's not wrong.
I literally don't have any. The one high school friend I have was in the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a moment that we had with each other or one of us at that just was like, I'm so happy I'm friends with this dude because I feel like it just makes life even more fun or just keeps it interesting.
This isn't really crazy, but it's
Yeah.
the first thing that came to my head, and it was hilarious. So it was when we all lived on Main Street
Yeah.
the first year. Stacy didn't live with us yet,
Yeah.
but she would come over quite a bit.
Yeah.
We did not plan this, which was what made it so funny. She walked. Yeah, he knows what I'm about to say. All three of us were sitting in the living room watching something on TV. She walked in the door, and all three of us in unison, without planning it, go,
Still a thing to this day.
Still, yep,
Still
it's still a thing. It,
Yep.
It's
When we
never
can get her, we can
stopped.
get her.
And it was so funny because we didn't plan it at all. I did not know they were going to do it as well. But all three of us just had the same thought. And it made it so funny.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gee. Now, I'm trying to think.
And it's almost weird when
Yeah.
we like if we're all hanging out and she walks into a room. It's almost weird if it doesn't.
Yeah, someone doesn't say it. Someone says it. Jeez. No, I'm trying to think.
just like-
Me and Josh have hung out. I was gonna say.
I just
done a
like
lot.
those afternoon Quidditch practices and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Where
Yeah, earlier when we
and
were
then
talking
would go
about
out
the
for food or something afterward or something.
earlier when we were talking about the Monday night quarters thing, like when you started
Honestly,
joining me and Grohl.
that's probably one of the.
I do remember one of my favorite memories was we would have Quidditch practice on Monday.
Yeah.
You had a class, so you would like miss Monday practices.
Yeah.
But your equipment was in the truck,
truck.
so you would let me drive your truck to practice.
Yeah.
We would hop in the truck and go pick you up from class,
Yeah.
and then go to quarters.
Darn tootin'. Yeah, always going to quarter. What was I gonna say? I will say one of the things I did really much enjoy when me and Josh first. So this was before we lived together, and it's
Even in the
when
Greek house.
Yeah, this was like when I lived out when I lived with Bilo for that little bit. When I had you, when I was like, "Hey man, my roommate needs a guy for their hockey team. Can you possibly come play?" And you came in, and I remember Josh came in, and the game ended up going into a shootout, and Josh ended up putting in the game-winning goal. And I just remember sitting there,
baby.
like, "That's my bro. I brought him here." I'm like, he is the reason they just won. And then just from there on, just coming
Shout out to the Arabian Nights. What a team.
every time, just going. I just enjoyed every time you were like, "Yeah, I'm playing tonight. You want to come?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to come watch." Because I like how you set the bar so high that first game I watched you play.
I remember
all downhill.
those were fun days
Yeah.
going to watch them play hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just.
You
remember
guys
your-
would heckle the ref and stuff
Oh, yeah.
like that.
I remember
what are you doing out
when
there?
you got my favorite thing was when you guys would score, we would clap for an obnoxiously
Yeah,
long time.
we would clap so loud.
When you scored, my thing was I'm gonna clap
Yeah.
until they set the puck back at center ice. However long that takes, I'm clapping.
I remember that because I think didn't the ref come over?
That
one
probably
time, like,
started a
"Hey,
couple fights.
knock it off.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Again, and then I like how we just talked about this the other day. And then Josh is like last year playing, he was goalie, and I feel like I would just scream at Josh, be like, "Josh, windmill, win!" would save the puck, and then he'd just be standing and go, "Windmill."
That was so bad. I shouldn't have.
It's so funny though, dude. I loved watching
I shouldn't
you
have
be.
played goalie.
The fun. another funny part. Your team name the years I was watching was Not a Big Deal.
Oh yeah.
And the things that the scoreboard person would write up there were funny, like small deal or something like that.
Le petit deal. Yeah. Because, like, we were the staff team, so, like, we knew the person running the scoreboard and stuff. Half the time, it was one of us would go turn the scoreboard on in, like, our gear and stuff like that. There were times when I would take off my uppers and stuff, take off my skates, and go drive the Zamboni in my gear, like, afterward and stuff. Because, like, we would be working a shift or something, and we'd be like, hey, can you guys cover this while I go play this game real quick? It's, like, 10 o'clock at night. Like, nobody cared.
I was gonna say, I just had a question pop up in my head. Did you guys work together while you were at 149? Cause so you both
No.
worked as like, cause you worked.
No,
you both worked
he was gone a little bit before I got hired. there.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Cause I couldn't remember. I was like, it's kind of crazy you guys didn't work there at the same time.
Did Hollywood work there when you worked there?
Yeah.
He worked there for
He was there for a while.
Cause like even after you left, he was still there. Cause he was the reason I started kept going there. Cause I'm like, well, I know he's there. Might as well. I'll go there and just hang out with him for a bit. Now I don't go to
One of my favorite
Very
things
rarely
when
go
I
down
worked
there.
there, so Tuesday was $1 drink night. Staff got $1 off drinks. Math folks, what's 1 minus 1?
Math teacher.
math. You have a college degree?
I do.
Whoa.
In
me
mathematics.
Too. Me too.
BGSU, baby.
Not mathematics. Not mathematics.
Yeah, we know.
Shut up. Hey, I got the degree. It took a while, but I got my degree, and that's all that matters. So at least we can say we're better than a couple people.
So we got party coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah. And then
What are we looking forward to, folks?
just hanging out with everyone. I know some people, I'm not going to name names, have weddings and won't be here, unfortunately.
No, we
but-
need to name names because he's a friend of the pod, supposed friend of the pod.
Oh,
What's more
no.
important? Your friends only turned 28 one time.
But no, I'm just looking forward to having. Obviously, I'm hosting, and I'm. It's been a minute since I've actually, because that's the thing when you're like, do you want to
Ben in
host?
Wisconsin. I knew you would want to.
Well, I wasn't gonna say no because we have a bar in this basement, and we
Shout out
haven't
Jake
used.
Chavanik for building the bar for
Jake
us
Chavanik,
years ago.
thank you. Shout out to him for building that bar. Still have it. We haven't
little
used
fucked.
it. I can't. The last time
I don't think we've used it since we all lived in Campbell Hill, have we?
I know we had a like party here one night. It was like we played poker. It was like a poker night.
oh,
It was like for fun.
The
It wasn't
last
like
time-
actual
four
pub.
people.
The last time I
Yeah, like
recall
five.
using it was when we were all still living
Yeah.
together.
But yeah, it really hasn't gotten used. It's kind of sat there. I just got rid of the mini fridge under it. Friend of the show, Carrie Cowden, now has it.
We got a cooler. Oh,
And
gotta get
we have a
ice.
big cooler, and that's fine. I'm excited. I'm also excited. BG versus UT tomorrow.
Yep.
That's going to be a big thing to watch.
When you said big cooler, does anybody remember when we went to the baseball fields in Carter Park? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Like before school started and played wiffle ball?
yeah. We did that a few times.
Oh, we played
Big
like
cooler?
legit baseball too. Wait.
Well, I just remember going one time and we brought like a big cooler with us. And
No, that was
it was like right before school started one of the years.
wasn't that Jake's bachelor party thing?
No, that was-
we
No, we played
I didn't
hockey
go to
City
that.
at City. No, we played wiffle ball and kickball. That was at City Park.
I am not.
I'm thinking of
remembering.
Carter Park.
I don't think I got invited to that, guys.
I don't. We went and played wiffle ball and baseball
There was
a
a
couple
ton
times.
of us that were there that
don't-
day.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember that either.
Because I just
I believe
remember.
it happened. How many people? I was gonna say who was there. I'm trying to.
I remember
think of-
Zach Durliat being there. I remember Grohl being there. It was like it was before school started. We were doing like basically a party before like the semester started, and that's where what we decided to do. We went and played wiffle ball. We brought a bunch of coolers with us.
I don't remember this.
Kind of surprised we didn't get reported because we were getting a little rowdy.
I don't. I really.
You'd bring beers to
can't-
go
I
play frisbee golf too.
I believe this happened, but I cannot for the life of me remember this.
I remember I was making a big deal about running the bases while holding my drink.
I mean, it's a college town.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Also, a lot of the people that are living in those apartments are also college students.
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
So
No, I was gonna
They
say.
might have
Can
came
I
and joined
join?
us.
Yeah.
Can we come join? Yeah, absolutely.
Literally.
But no, what are you guys excited for? Since it's celebration of you two aging.
I'm going to a quad ball event tomorrow before the party.
Yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there for a little bit too to help out.
I'm snitching every game.
Every game?
Every game.
Jeez.
Isn't
that
there
at?
one? Isn't there one at like 4:30 or 5:30? I swore I saw like
Yeah, but I mean that's party's not till what 7?
6.
Might be a little
Never,
late.
I was about to say 6. Might be a little late. Okay, because that was my thing. I'm like I'm gonna go there and help out because I'm not doing anything most of the day. So
That's
but-
yeah. It's just a college event, so like
Yeah.
I was about to ask if you were going, but then I remember being
Yeah,
too drunk and playing.
Erica asked me when she called before y'all came over. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go help out for a bit, but they're not. The community team's not playing, so
Maybe
Well,
I can
they have
get
a
out early.
scrimmage, they have a
I'll ask
scrimmage.
Braden Hawk if he wants to
yeah,
do a couple games.
probably.
I'm excited for cookie cake.
Cookie cake. Yeah,
Cookie cake's the sh-
Erica is hooking
That's
it
been
up.
my thing since I was a very little child.
Cookie cake. I
You're
love
getting, what are you getting?
Ice cream cake. Yep.
Is that your
Ice cream
thing, right?
cake.
That's my thing. Yeah.
Okay.
cookie cake.
Two.
and-
That's very distinct though. We don't have a traditional like cake. It's always been ice cream and cookie.
That's fine. I was just
Two
saying,
cakes are better than one.
I
People.
feel like cookie cake's a lot simpler too. You can just chop it up and there you go, grab it. Good.
It's just a big cookie, and I
know.
like that.
I love
I like
cookies.
chocolate chip cookies and icing.
Yeah,
Honestly, I'm
yeah,
not
you
huge
do.
on normal cake either. Like it, like
It's too much icing.
no, it's
I
just
think
like the. I'm not a huge like fluffy like
You're not a cake
it's
person.
spongy. Like it's
yeah,
just
I'm not a
my
big
thing.
cake person either.
It's just
to
not
be
my
honest.
thing.
I
You
just
give me
like
chocolate
cookies.
chip cookies, like the dough of it, like the cookie dough,
What-
and like some icing.
Here, let me ask you a question. Why didn't you have a cookie cake at your wedding then?
That's a very good question. Actually,
Would you-
that's a fantastic question.
Would you say you're a dessert person? Like in general?
if it's presented, do I have to make it?
No.
No,
Then yeah. Yeah.
no.
See, I mean, I like certain desserts, but I wouldn't say I'm a dessert person. Like, I'd much rather have some, like, a big share of meat and potatoes instead.
Oh, are you talking about like?
So, like, when he
Well,
said,
Are you
why-
saying do I eat dessert rather than like normal food?
well, no, I was just saying, like, he brought up why wasn't at your wedding then. Well, you probably, if you're not a dessert first person, like, you don't prefer dessert over other food, you probably didn't think about it.
Well,
Yeah.
for that big of a thing, we weren't trying to be because like probably could have done a cookie cake, would have been expensive because
Yeah.
you need a lot, and
That's
like,
why we went Costco cake for ours.
But
that's
you-
what we did for ours too.
But you could, but
you
at
feed
the,
a lot of people.
Right.
At the same time, you could have had like your own little.
You coulda
wedding
had your
cake.
own.
You could have
Well,
had
we
your
tried to
own.
do. We were gonna do
This is gonna start a
this.
fight at home.
It was like
why didn't we have a cookie cake?
Why didn't we have a cookie?
no,
cake
no,
at the
no.
wedding?
We were gonna try to do this like peanut butter and chocolate cake for ourselves and stuff like that. It started at like $200, and we were just like, no,
No,
that's not
yeah.
worth it. I love you, but no.
I love you. Not $200.
Stacy wanted
chocolate and
a
peanut butter.
ice cream bar, and that was
That
expensive.
was
An
very
I-
expensive.
wait.
She wanted no. She
Oh.
wanted Grater's ice cream bar.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no,
Ow.
that's not. How, I love Grater's, but
Hey, that day was all about her. I don't know what you're talking about, and you were there. So
fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
I helped clean up.
I
We
used,
cleaned up so quick.
I
know.
used my truck.
It was
I put stuff in my
unbelievable.
truck.
I remember we were looking at that thinking, like, this is going to take so long. We were done in 10 minutes.
Yeah, no.
Literally,
Threw a bunch of
I feel
stuff
like a
in the
lot of
trucks
people
and
stayed
got
to
out.
help.
Yeah, we had a crew going.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout
That's-
out
that's-
Erica Parker. She
She was
goes,
the director.
Yeah, not a shock there.
She loves telling the story that somebody, I think it was your mom actually, said, like, I don't even know where to start. And Erica goes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that sounds right.
Next
The
thing you
perks
know,
of
we're
having
all
a big
cooking.
family, man.
Yeah.
Everybody stayed.
Everyone, yeah.
Not
No,
a
it,
decent amount of people stayed.
yeah, got it done. Got it in the trucks and rolled out.
Yeah.
No, it was awesome. But yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. Not for you guys' birthday party and for BGSU gonna beat UT.
You don't mess with tradition.
Don't miss with tradition.
I have to get this off my chest. So at work, we're doing a college football pick'em thing every week.
Uh-huh.
One of the games this week was BG versus Toledo.
Yeah.
And that game was worth 3 points as opposed to 1 point like it normally is.
Yeah.
I did a mental health guarantee for myself, and I hope I don't. I am going to regret doing this. I see
Say
BG.
this on a live podcast.
Yeah, I know. I see BG Toledo. I stare at it for 3 minutes, thinking like I should just pick BG. Then I can wholeheartedly root for him. I didn't.
Didn't see-
I highlighted Toledo, and the reason for that
I'm gonna
is
need your
because
degree back.
If they win, I get 3 points. If they lose, I'm happy BG won.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
That's actually fair.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
fair.
it. I did it so I'd be happy either way.
Either way, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I
'Cause, like,
can
if you
respect
did-
that.
If I would have picked BG and they would have lost, I would have been furious.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I like that. He's covering his bases. I like
Yeah,
it.
I don't mind
Okay. Well, I think we've come to the end of another great episode. I love talking to you guys, reminiscing and everything. But before we can end the podcast, we got to answer one more question. And Josh, jar's behind you. Let's let Derek stick his meat hand in there. And
They almost don't fit.
his meaty mitt in there.
Yep.
You got it.
I got a paw, if you know what I mean.
I was going to say, is anyone's name on it?
This is from Jack Herrick.
Oh, another one from the Herricks. Here we go.
What is happiness to you?
Oh,
Paint the audience a picture.
I'm happy
Jack.
this one got picked. Because
Why would you
I
do
literally-
that, Jack?
So before I put this one in the jar, I really had to like sit there. I read it and I'm like, okay.
So you've had
Okay.
time to prepare.
I somewhat like I was like, because I'm trying to think of like when I think of like me just being, when I think of happiness, it's like just like go to your happy place.
Yeah, no, literally,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I'm thinking.
And-
Is going to your
Yeah.
happy place.
In my mind, my happy place is, I would say, a lot of my close friends and family just us hanging around, drinking, doing whatever we want, doing a bunch of different activities, racing go-karts, first one come to mind. Just basically just being around all my friends and family, having fun, and just generally just having a good time, and that's my happy place. I love, and good food, and that's how I imagine my happy place being, and that's happiness. Friends, family, go-kart racing, eating food.
Mine would be if I'm on vacation, I need a front porch, and like waking up and having my morning cup of coffee, like on the front porch, watching the sunrise, like, because we went to Florida a couple years ago now, down in Pensacola and stuff, and there was just like this, we stayed in this big house. It had like a full wraparound porch and stuff like that, with like
nice.
rocking chairs out front. You're facing the beach. You got the sun coming up and stuff like that. I'd throw on some music and just have my fucking cup of coffee. It was great.
Love it.
I do remember we went to that one cabin, me, Erica, you, and Stacy, and Josh was up pretty early every day in the hot tub listening to baseball with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Kind of the same. Not really a view to look at, but still
But yeah, no,
outside.
Dude, a
And-
hot tub in the morning is awesome.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Jeez. I don't know.
Mine, I'm trying to think of like when moments where I've been like really happy, no worry, and the one that comes to mind was after my wedding when we all went to quarters.
There
Both
you
of
go.
you guys go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I love that is because we rolled in with all the leftover food,
Yeah.
and the ending of the wedding was actually a stressful situation because we were the last two there. Like, we got abandoned and had to call someone to come get us because the shuttle like stopped picking up people, and we stayed to help
Shuttle
clean
was
up.
rough.
I
Yeah,
didn't take-
well,
I didn't take the shuttle.
For reasons that we can get into at a later date, one of the drivers quit.
Oh, shit.
So they were left with one. Yeah, because we had guests that weren't very good. Anyway, we rolled up to quarters with all the leftover food, and we're just snacking. All my hometown friends are there. My college friends are there. Like, outside playing beer pong, having a good time. That was a great time.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun as hell.
That was fun. I still remember you and Erica just walking in. I think we were playing pool. I just see you both walking, still tuxedo, wedding dress, just like, woo!
Because we didn't change.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
Yeah, no.
We got picked up, and they offered, like, where do you guys want to go? And we thought about, do we go change then go to quarters? And we were like, go straight to quarters.
Just do it. Yeah.
Shout out Campus Quarters.
We want everyone to know today was our day, and it still is, and we're bringing it here.
Because one of the cool parts of that night is because we were regulars there for so long.
Yeah.
One of the I don't even know his name, and I feel bad for not
Yeah.
knowing your name, dude. One of the barbacks there
Yeah.
comes up to me. He taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around and I recognize him. Don't
Yeah.
know his name, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He goes, "Did you get married today?" And I was like, "I did." He goes, "Congrats, bro!" Gives me
Yeah.
like the biggest bro hug.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I love that you remember me."
Yeah, that's awesome. Because that's the thing. It's funny that I keep going to quarters, and guess who I keep running into? She still comes back. She doesn't always bartend, but I always see Megan there, and she'll always see me. And she's like,
They do have a great staff there.
They
It's
do.
always,
And-
it's always.
They've
even-
always had a chill staff there.
yeah, and even the one I think I know who you're
Chillest
talking
bar
about.
in
The
BG.
one, the guy you talked to who worked at the ice arena.
Oh yeah,
Like he was the one who was like rooting me on when I humble brag. The other week I won the Stein hoisting competition back-to-back.
2-time.
Second,
You did it?
huh?
You did it?
Yeah, I did
Nice.
it too. I'll show you the Stein upstairs that I won.
2-time.
But because last year I went and it was Carrie went with me, and Megan was actually bartending that night, and I look at Carrie and because I saw a bunch of people go up there and do it, and I'm like, I don't think I want to do it. I don't think I'm gonna win. She's like, Carrie's like, come on, go do it. And Megan from behind the bar was like, don't be a little bitch, go do it. And I'm like, okay. So I went up there and yeah, I won last year, and then this year I went up and yeah,
Was it close?
it was. So here's the thing. I knew what was happening because again there were less people this year than there was last year because last year they did 2 10-people heats and then the top 5 out of those would move on to the final and then all 10 would just duke it out. This year they did 3 heats with like 6 people per heat, and then they also did a female tournament which was only 2 heats, and they did time us in the heats. So I won my heat, but I went a little. So the first heat I did my left hand, and they said like
I'm curious. So I have a bad left shoulder. I'm like actually curious how long I'd be able to hold.
like
this.
so I held out there, and they said like the high score was like 4 minutes. It was like 4 minutes 30 seconds or somewhere around there, and I'm there and I hold out, and I think the last guy dropped at like 350 or something, and I just kept going, and the one dude who he looks at me, he's like, "You have another round?" I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna be using this arm for the final, and I held it for I think to like 410 just to see if I could, and then they're like, "As long as you need, go rest." And I'm just like, my back. I won't lie, like my back muscles were a little sore, but like once it rested, they were just like, "Whenever you want to go," and I'm like, "I'm ready," and I don't know how long it took. I think those guys use their same arms. I'm not really sure. But, like, I was in the last heat, so
Yeah.
I used my right arm, and I won. It was funny, the lady who won, I think a bunch of college guys had brought their parents because their dad was in the men's. He didn't make it out of his heat, but their mom made it out, and she ended up winning. It was hilarious because one of the pictures was me and her because we were the champs, so... No, that was, 2-time
Shout out to Quarters.
Stein hoisting
Shout out
champion.
Campus Quarters.
Campus Quarters.
I do love how
goated
like
legend.
their staff and owners have a good enough relationship that like even when people move away, they'll come back and just work a night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Which is
like
cool.
because I know Megan would usually work Thursdays. I don't know if she still does. I haven't really gone back for Name That Tune night in a while, but that's when she would usually be around. But
They got pull tabs now.
they have pool tabs. It's dangerous. It's getting real Midwestern in there.
Do you remember the kind of stocky guy? I want to say
Stocky. God.
Definitely started with a
Stocky.
C. Clayton, maybe. He was a Packers fan as well.
I don't know.
Do you know
That
who I'm talking
sounds
about
familiar.
though?
I can't.
He had like a dark beard, dark hair, kind of a bigger dude.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't picture him right now.
I want to say it was
I can think of
Clayton.
a lot of other guys.
And then there was a guy named Jeff that worked there for several years when I was going.
I was thinking of the big like built dude who always wore like the baseball cap backwards. I can't think of his name.
Oh no,
But, like,
I know who you're
he's
talking
not
about.
he's
too.
not there anymore. He moved back to Columbus because his last day was like last fall, I think, or the spring. I can't remember. But he was always a chill dude. But no,
Everybody's
again,
always a chill dude there.
Always shouting out Campus Quarters, best I think hands down. May not be the most iconic bar. It is the most chill bar and the most fun bar to go to.
It's hands down my favorite.
It
in
is,
this
yeah,
town.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Like I know there are iconic ones to people like Brat House, and I would say downtown kind of fits into that, but nothing will ever beat a good night at Quarters with what they've improved with and everything like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. Guys, again, thank you so much for coming on, talking. Obviously, we'll get back together again sometime, and
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. But we'll have
See
to
y'all in about 24 hours.
obviously we'll hopefully we can get back together and we can do another episode, and that would be fun. But if you've listened this long, watched this long, we really appreciate it. Make sure to, if you're not already, subscribe to our YouTube channel and to all of our social medias. We'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you.
Go BG.
Go BG.